Cash flow is king! How to create the cash flow in your properties even when you are scared of vacant units. I kid you not, I became an Airbnb all of a sudden on Monday, August 1st. Why? Because I had about 10% vacant units. So my husband and I have over 75 apartment units. And because we're constantly buying and because we're constantly renovating, upgrading the properties, we have at least 10% of vacant units. And now my tenants are in their training. So majority of my tenants have already found a place. So now I have 10% of vacant units. And I'm scared of what to do about my apartment units that are not filled. Because why? I feel like all my properties income is zero and I have a lot of expenses, just like this water that just goes down the drain, right here and eats up all my cash flow of the other properties. And that's why I'm in the bathroom thinking of how my income just flows down the drain so easily when the properties are vacant. So I thought that it would be best to also pivot, especially when things are not working in your way. So when I say pivot, we've got to think of other creative ways where we could generate income producing properties. And one of the things I thought of was to do Airbnb. And that's how I became an emergent Airbnb host, because I was playing with the software, and after I put in my tax information, after I put in my pictures, my property just went live. And it auto-confirmed without me manually confirming the appointments, those scheduled dates. And oh boy, it was so hectic. I learned about it 2 hours before my client would check in. Oh boy, it was such a chaotic day, but the day is gone and I survived. So I learned that if there is a storm, if you do what you need to do, whatever it takes attitude, you will survive, because I survived it. I was able to pull and furnish a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment unit. I couldn't believe that I could have done it in such a short period of time. But because of my attitude of I've got to do it, whatever it takes, attitude, mentality, I was able to furnish it in such a short period of time. So when I have these vacant properties, I now consider it as doing a short-term Airbnb. During that time, until I wait for my desired tenant next year, approximately May, June, and July. So during that time frame, in order for me to create that cash flow in my properties without being scared of vacant units, I will convert these vacant units into Airbnb, where I could have hosts. I'll be the host, and I will have guests for 1, 2, or 3 days, and where I charge a lot higher because I pay for the electric, the internet, the gas. I have furnished the property with beds, with sofa. So those are the things that I'm gonna do with my other 9% vacant units. So my name is Ria. I'm a family medicine physician and a geriatric physician by profession. I wrote the book Apartment Prescription. I will be doing a free live webinar this August 27. That's a Saturday at 11 a.m. So if you want to know more about what I do, come join me in my free live webinar. Say, well, can't wait in the comment section below. Let us go. Cash flow is king.